Hey guys, it is Crystal with Magnolia. It is Win It Wednesday. I am super excited to be here with you guys. I hope that is the same with you. We have a couple different Mother's Day projects, Mother's themed projects that I would love to work on with you guys today. I would amazingly love these as a gift, so I'm going to give them as a gift for myself, to myself. So hopefully you guys feel inspired, and I am excited to get started with you guys. So today's question of the day of Win It Wednesday is, what is your favorite memory with your mom or being a mom? So let us know in the comments below one of those two, and a lucky winner is going to be receiving the Love Blooms Here stencil. I just love this one. It's a mason jar. Let me see where my hands are. Mason jar here with all different greenery and flowers that you can put on the top of the mason jar, and it just says Love Blooms Here. It's one of my favorites. It is retired, and I hope you guys comment below for an awesome chance to win that stencil. So guys, what are we working on today? Any guesses? I said mom's theme, mother themed. Hey Sandy. So we're going to be using Peace, Love, Mom Life. How many of you guys really like this one? Throw one in the comments if you are the Peace, Love, Mom Lifer. Okay? We have some other ones we're going to be working on. So throw up a number 2 if it is bad. Are you a part of the Bad Moms Club? Okay, we're going to be using this guy too. And then finally, number 3, are you tired as a mother? So 1, 3, 2, or 1. Which one is your favorite? Which one do you relate to the most? I would love to know. All right, so with that said, we're going to use all 3 today because they're going to go on all different sorts of projects, and I hope that you guys feel inspired. The first thing that I want to do, and you guys can see it in my frame here, is I'm going to be working with a tote bag. It is the Magnolia tote bag here. So it is a nice canvas feeling cloth. It is very, very thick, and I just love these. So can you guys imagine like going grocery shopping, having like notebooks or pens, or going to the beach? Is this your beach bag? And you can show off that you are either a bad mom, tired as a mother, or Peace, Love, Mom Life, right? So what I was thinking we would do with this guy to start us off is I want to do some watercolor with some inks, because I am all about the sparkle and the glitter. So we're going to be using the rose gold, the copper, and the glittering gold today to watercolor on our bag. And for the stencil I had in mind for this one was Peace, Love, Mom Life. And we're gonna, after it's watercolored and dried a little bit, we're gonna put it right there in the middle. Does that sound like a super fun project? So we're gonna get started here first so we can let it dry just a smidgen. And then we're gonna be working with the t-shirt and a super cute apron that I picked up. I think you guys are just gonna love it. So are you guys ready to get started? I see everybody's comments. Hey Jeanette, nice to see everybody. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. I have a water cup and I have a couple brushes here. And then we are gonna use that Mom Life here in just a moment. So let's not get those wet. And you guys saw all of the beautiful little inks I'm working with. I have a little styrofoam plate and a couple of these stir sticks. Now what I'm going to do is, if you've never experimented with ink in general, we're going to water it down a little bit and make it like a fabric paint, and it's going to be super fun. So I'm just going to take a scoop of the rose gold here, and I have another little cup that we're going to do. I'm going to pour a little bit of water in, and with my paintbrush we're going to mix it. So I'm going to go ahead, and I have all 3 here. How many of you guys have tried this technique before? Let us know in the comments. And if you've never tried this technique, do you think that you might want to try it? All right, so again, I'm using rose gold, copper, and glitter. And I'm just going to kind of ombre them down. So I guess my question for you guys is, what would you use first? My thought was going in from the gold to the copper and then the rose gold at the bottom. How would you guys do it? All right, so while you guys let me know, I am going to be now mixing it all together. So we're making it like a murky water color. Now this one is the copper. And I'm just mixing it around. You guys can see it turns into a watercolor and it is just beautiful. I did this on a pillow wrap a few months back now, and I just absolutely love the results. So we have our copper, so I'm going to put this right to the side. Hopefully that doesn't spill. I have another one here that I'm going to do for the rose gold. So we're just mixing it into a creamy watercolor. If you like the color, go with it. If you feel like the pigment is a little light because of the water, add just a little bit more ink to thicken it up and see what you think. Now you can mix colors if we do not have a color, or you're very, very, very thinking outside of the box there. You can mix all of your inks into the color that you want to. All right, so now I'm just mixing the gold. And I picked the gold just to try to break it up. Just a little, because it's already white. I didn't want to use white. Last time I used gray, it looked okay, but we're going to experiment with that gold this time. Kind of the off color. I like it. Okay, so we have all three of ours mixed. So hopefully you guys are having a great time. Copper on the bottom and work the other colors upward. Okay, so you're thinking like copper, rose gold, then gold, Helga? That might be a cute combination. All right, so what do you guys think? I like that idea. Should we go with it? So you're saying copper on the bottom. I was saying copper in the middle. Why? Because the stencil is going to go in the middle. And maybe it would come out and pop a little bit more. Copper on the bottom and go lighter. Okay. All right, so copper, rose gold, and gold. It seems like that's what we're going to pick. I love it. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started. And all you have to do is with a very light touch, light water, you're just going to take your mixture and you're just going to brush that fabric. So I'm going to take a little bit out as we go. I have a protective cloth and the ink mat under here, so if anybody's wondering about the run through, I have a little bit of a barrier down here to catch that. So I'm just going to section it in threes, and I'm just going to go off of my eyeballs here, whatever looks great at the moment. So we're going to go ahead, and this is the copper. Oh my gosh, this is going to look so cute. How many of you guys are excited? Now I want your votes at the end, so keep that in mind. This is going to be, let's say this is project 1, since we're working with project 1. Okay, and I want to know out of the 3 projects that we're going to be completing today, and you can't just say it because maybe that's your favorite stencil or the stencil that you like. You have to let me know which one you like the best. Super exciting. Now, and I put a barrier down. I say barrier, I put a border because I didn't want the whole bag to be painted. I kind of wanted just a block look on it. Now that's not saying when I pull out the tape that it might smear a little bit, but I at least wanted to know that I had some spacing. All right, so that was the copper. You guys excited to see the copper? Can you guys see that from there? So we have our copper. Now we're gonna go into what you guys chose, was the rose gold coming in next. So we're gonna brush those in. Super cute. How many of you guys love these little glittering colors? I love working with them. They're probably one of my favorites. I especially like the glittering black and the copper. I think the copper is probably my favorite. If you guys had to choose, which one would you choose? All right, we're almost done with the rose gold. Looks like we got the perfect amount on there too. love it. You know, as I'm thinking, I have some white right over here too. And I might come back in with the white and give it a little bit of a dimension. That would be super cool. All right, so we're gonna put these two together over here. Now the last one is the gold. So I'm hoping this one will show up. I think it's just a smidgen of like an off-white. Oh yeah, it's gonna look good. So we can get that going in there too. Put a little sprig there. All right, so this is project number 1. Don't forget that it is When It Wednesday. So I would love to know your favorite memory with you and your mom, or being a mom with your kids. I have tons. I think the one that comes to mind right now is we just took a vacation. We're just coming back from it, and we made so many tons of great memories. And I would have to say that was probably one of my favorites. Of being a mom, just watching the joy of your kiddos. Okay, so I'm gonna come in, and I absolutely love that. Let me show you guys what I'm working with. So we have the gold, we had the rose gold, and now we have the copper. So you guys can see, that looks so good. But what I'm gonna do is, I think I'm gonna come down with the gold. I was gonna do white, but I think the gold will work to be able to kind of blend it together. If you kind of go over it just a little bit. Give it that little shine. Oh, I love this. How many of you guys are super excited? I'd love to see the love. Give me some hearts there. Almost done. I'm going to just kind of move it down a little, and let me see what you guys think about that. I don't want to do too much, because I really want that copper to stand out. Okay, you guys ready to see what we got? What do you guys think about that? Did that bring it down any? You could see kind of the color blend, and then the color blend here. Let's see if I can get it a little closer. What do you guys think? Look at all of the glitter and the shimmer. It's so cute. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and peel up the tape. And we probably went over just a smidgen in places. But that is nothing that we can't clean up after the project is done. I have a feeling I might add maybe some tassels or some embellishments on here after everything is dry. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take just a second to heat gun it, and then we're going to put it off to the side so we can work on our other projects. So you guys keep this one in mind, and we'll come back to this one at the very end, okay? Alright, we're just going to help it along for just a second. Then as we work on our other projects, it should be fun. So cute. Awesome. Okay, so I'm just going to put this one to the side. We'll check on it. We might have to heat gun it one more time, but I think it's getting pretty dry, and by the time we're done with our other projects, we should be good. All right, so we're going to move on to project number 2. I'm going to put all of these aside because you guys remember I'm the messy crafter. I will end up spilling it, or there would be some sort of catastrophe. Are you guys like that too? Like, no matter what live you do, you're going to make one mess up at least. That's me. All right, so I picked up this amazing, cute little shirt. What do you guys think about the color? I just love the color. It's kind of like a, what do you call these? Like a baseball tee, like a 3/4 length, not all the way down on your sleeves. And I thought this one would be super cute on Tired as a Mother. And I was gonna use the glittering black on this one. So, what do you guys think? I think that is my choice if I were gonna wear it and gift it to myself. What colors would you guys use? I tossed around copper, but with the color of the shirt and the copper itself, they're already very similar. I tossed around gold, but I was like, and then, you know, it's white, so we could always go white, but I was wondering if you guys thought that the black would make it pop more. So I'm talking myself in and out of it. What do you guys think? White or black? Let me know. I'm going to grab this ink mat here. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to put an ink mat, if I can reach it, under the shirt to protect it. And while I'm doing that, you guys let me know, white or black? You guys are making the decisions here today. All right, we're getting it in here. Pulling the collar. Oh, super cute. Okay. So let's get all of our little wrinkles out. How many of you guys love these ink mats? When I am working with fabrics and shirts and things that need to stay in place, they are my favorite to go to. All right, so what do we choose? White, black, 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 white, white. Oh my gosh, you guys are like 50-50. Keep them coming. Okay, we have black, there's a black. Black might be ahead. One more time, comment. I have them both right here, glittering black or the white. Oh, white, black, white, white. We're saying white with this. Okay, so how about we start out with white, since it's white. You guys talked me into that one. And if it doesn't show up like we expect it to, we can dry it and then put the black over it, and it'll be kind of like a layer effect. What do you guys think? So we'll start out with the white first, and then if it doesn't look as expected, then we'll throw that glittering black on the top of it. All right, so we said on this one was going to be tired as a mother. How many of you guys can relate to this stencil? This is me 24/7. Is this you too? I love it. This is probably one of my favorite stencils. I'm always tired as a mother. Oh, and it just cracks me up every time I look at it. So I'm really excited to put this one on a t-shirt. So when working with ink, you do not have to fudge your stencil, even if it's brand new. You want that sticky side to stick to the fabric as much as possible. So I'm going to make sure, I'm just eyeballing here. I have my ink mat under. You guys saw me put that in there. So I'm just going to smooth out the stencil. I want to make sure that there's no bubbles. We don't want that ink going through it. So I'm just pushing and smoothing as I go down. And I feel comfortable with that. And I absolutely love it. Okay, so we're going to go with the white. You guys talked me into it. And I just have the white ink here. All right, so I'm just taking a little. And then I don't push down when I work with ink. I simply glide it across. And a little ink goes such a long ways on here. So we're just gliding. We will see how this turns out. If it's not as expected, again, we'll just go over it with the black. We'll let it dry for a minute and hit it again. I think the layering effect itself would be kind of cool. How many of you guys have done that? How many of you guys know what layering is? Kind of like when you use one color, you move the design over just a smidgen, and then it gives the other color a chance to come in. I love that. All right, so we are working with Tired as a Mother. She is almost completed. Are you guys having fun today on Win It Wednesday? I'm having tons of fun. Let us know in the comments below what your favorite memory is with you and your mom, or about being a mom, or your mom with you with your kids. All right, so it looks like I have it covered. Let's go ahead and peel it off and take a look and see what we think about the color of the white. Are you guys excited? All right, here we go. I'm going to put a firm hand here as I grab the stencil. Okay, dun dun dun. Let's see. Going super slow. There we go, almost there. Okay, so I'm gonna lift it up and you guys will let me know. Are we keeping or are we putting black on there? I think I actually really enjoy it. Let me know what you guys think. Okay, I say that, but I'm getting out some of my bubbles as I was pulling it off so you guys can see it a little bit better. Okay, are you guys ready? All right, so we have dun da da da, tired as a mother. What do you guys think? Oh, I think it's super cute. Super cute. I like it with the white. It kind of flows, doesn't it? I do too. Hey Jeanette, I do too. What do you guys think? Let me get it up close to you guys. Tired as a mother. I think the white looks awesome. So, great job, Helga, and everybody else who said white. You guys definitely talked me into it. I love it. All right, so I'm just gonna leave this because I do have a few extra ink mats. I want it to dry for a few before I start ripping that ink mat out. To be able to heat set, I typically leave my design air dried for 24 hours. And then after it's air dried, I put a piece of parchment paper down or a barrier, and I just use either a heat press or I use a household iron on medium. You can do the front side and the back side. Once you heat set it, it makes it permanent. The ink stays intact. I get this question all of the time on all of our comments when somebody does a t-shirt. How long does the ink last? I have washed a shirt over, I know, 20 different times, and it does not fade. Do you guys have that? Has the ink washed out of your design? Because I've never had that happen. So I want firsthand accounts there. I have tried, I've tried again. And this is an amazing ink and it stays permanent. Okay, so let me get off of my soapbox there about inks. And I want to show you guys this last project before we go back to our project one. I bought this apron, and this apron is the cutest. Let me know what you guys think. And I'm going to use the Bad Mom stencil on here. I think it's funny. I would use this every time I cook or bake. And I think I would just like giggle. So I'm going to like put it on and look at this. This is just like, it's a cream with the stripes. And look at these adorable ruffles with the pockets. I fell in love with this little guy. What do you guys think? So I'm going to put the Bad Mom stencil on here. I'm also going to use white. I think white with the stripes here would look adorable. So that's what I think I'm going to do. What do you guys think? All right, so I'm going to put it down, and I'm going to grab another ink mat here. I have one that I've cut previously to do sleeves or little handcuffs on your long sleeves. So I'm just going to throw this one in here. I think it is going to be adorable. Okay, so let's make sure our ink mat is all set. Perfect. We're going to smooth it out on the ink mat so we don't have any bubbles here. I love reading all of your guys' comments. Cute apron. I know it's super cute, super cute. I got it at Walmart. Anybody who would love to have the same apron, it's just at Walmart. I saw it walking by the aisle, and have you guys ever done that? You like walk by something, you're like, I have to have it. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I absolutely have to have it. This was one of those for me. Okay, so we're going to use those Bad Moms, and I just am going to chuckle every time I put this on. And I'm going to put it right in the middle of the apron. And we're going to use white. I did say that. I think it would tie it together. I think any other color would kind of throw it off. Now I'm going to go ahead and smear it down. Make sure we have no bubbles here. Have you guys used this stencil? And if so, what have you used the stencil on? I tossed it around on a t-shirt, on the tote bag, on the aprons. I feel like I could use this in so many different things. All of these mom stencils, aren't they just the cutest? Okay, so I'm going to take the white ink, and I'm just going to go simply around very gently. Not using a lot of ink at all. Don't forget, guys, if you're just tuning in, it is When It Wednesday. I would love to know your favorite memory of you and your mom, or you and your kids, or maybe just even being a mom. Mother's Day is just around the corner. Can you guys believe it? It is already May. For me, it's like, where did the last 5 months go? They're just going fast. But on the other hand, I'm super excited for summer. How many of you guys are excited for summertime? Warmer weather, the beach, you just have being outside. I worked in my garden this last weekend. I can't even remember last time. Probably September is when I was in the garden last. Okay, so I think I've got all of it covered. We're gonna go ahead and lift, peel and reveal. Are you guys excited? Peeling slowly. Oh my gosh, I think this came out adorable. Okay, so if you're a member of the Bad Moms Club, or now you want to be in my Bad Moms Apron Club, this is super cute. All right, let me show you. The ink mat is still on. But look how cute that came out. So let me see if I can walk it back this way so you guys can see kind of the full little ruffles with the Bad Moms. I just think that is the most cutest thing. It turned out awesome. Awesome. Super cute on this apron. I like the white. Again, I'm just going to move this one to the side. Now this is going to be, okay, so let's backtrack. We said project 1 was watercolor, project 2 is going to be Tired as a Mother, and project 3 is going to be the Bad Moms Club. So now we're going to bring project 1 back, and don't forget, I want to know of today's projects, which one you like the most. Alright, so we have our tote bag here. It's still a little damp, but I think we can go ahead and just put our stencil on there. We might set it for just a second. We have our project number 1 where we watercolored with ink. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this on for just a second. Let's see if we can't get just the little dampness out. I had so much fun with you guys today. Are you guys having a lot of fun on this When It Wednesday? Just a few more seconds. Here's some of you guys' comments. I love the apron. So this is great. Awesome. Whose first time is it watching Magnolia Live? Is this your first? If you are, let us know. We'd love to say hello. Okay, I think that will be just fine. We'll work very carefully with the ink. Now for this last one, we're going to use Peace, Love, Mom Life, and I'm just going to go straight over it with the glittering black because we have all of the colors underneath. Awesome, awesome. Let's put that right over here. Alright, so it should fit just about perfect. When I did my border earlier, I actually put the stencil down and went on the top and the bottom and the sides of the actual stencil. Okay, Peace, Love, Mom Life. Now I'm going to smooth it down. We're going to be working really carefully since it's a little damp. You don't want that black ink to smear. Now you could totally take a break in between here, but for the sake of time and working with all of our multiple projects today, I wanted to show you how to watercolor and what it was going to look like all in one. But you could dry this in between, and you could heat set it. You could do whatever you want to. Okay, so I'm just going to go with this glittering black all the way across here. And I'm just going to do it with a really easy hand. Going to skim it. Alright, so we got our peace, love, and mom life done. Now let's do the peace sign itself. How many of you guys adore this stencil? I think this one is cute. It follows the Peace Love series that we have. We have Peace Love America, Peace Love Sunshine, Peace Love Jesus. What else do we have? Peace Love and Dogs, I believe, with the dog paws. They're so cute. There's so many of them. Peace Love Cure. I love that one too, for awareness. Okay, so we have our heart done. Now we're just going to do our mom itself. How many of you guys look at mom life and said, yep, that's a total messy bun, and that is like the epitome of the mom style? Okay, so I'm just removing the excess if I see that there is any. Just going to let it sit for just a second while I do that. You guys hear me squeegeeing it off. A little bit of the excess we're gaining. Okay, are you guys ready for the very last project of the day? Here we go. Let's see if it took. Oh, and it went just fine. Look how cute. Okay, so we're definitely going to have to let it dry, but I will hold it up so you guys can see our final result. And we have Peace, Love, Mom Life. What do you guys think? Let's go that way. What do you guys think? Super cute, right? You can do this with multiple colors. You can pick your own favorite color. I would have so many colors over here. I was going to do like blues or greens or the pinks and the reds. Whatever their favorite color is of a mom gift, then you can just put it on a tote bag for them to always carry around. How cute is this? Okay, so this one was project number 1. Okay, and then we had, let's bring this one back. You guys talked me into this one with the colors. Tired as a Mother was number 2. Okay. And then we had number 3 with the apron on the Bad Moms Club. Here we go. You guys can see a little bit better. Which one is your choice? 1, 2, or 3? Kat says number 1. The bag is so useful. Agreed. Okay, Jenny says number 3. Number 1 and 3. I love it. I love it. So if I had to pick, I'm going to pick all of them because I made them for myself, right? I love every single one of them for multiple different reasons. I love all of the stencils, and I was super excited to show you guys different techniques of what you can do for the moms in your life or for yourself, not just because it's Mother's Day is coming up, but we deserve so much, right? We could do whatever we want to do. So I thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. It is Wednesday. Don't forget to comment below your favorite memory of you and your kids, you and your mom, or just being a mom. We will see you guys this coming up Friday. Have a great rest of the week. Bye, everyone. It's right there in the corner. Other corner.